Who says you need a floor in the house? Alright, morning everybody. It's May 16th and we're back out at the camper site getting ready to start doing some more work. So yesterday you guys saw me come back and I took out that old plywood, got that old plywood up, and we stripped off some of this stuff right behind me here, and got that ready. So then I went to Lowe's this morning and I picked up, it's been raining so I've got plastic on right now, but I've got some pressure treated 3/4 inch plywood, which is thicker than what was original. It's heavier but it's thicker, and I think with that metal framing, the metal framing's strong but it's got a lot of flex and bend in it. So my hope is that by screwing that thicker 3/4 inch plywood to that steel frame, it's going to tighten it up and take, I think the plywood's going to take some flex out of it. It should definitely, if I start tying it all together with screws. Then I found some 1/4 inch paneling, and I'm going to put 1/4 inch paneling back where all that other like paper cardboard siding was. It's still pretty lightweight, still pretty thin, but it's going to add an extra layer of strength and kind of tie everything together, hopefully. Or it will. It's not hopefully, but anyways, guys, yeah, it's been raining, and I'm kind of waiting for it to dry out. There's been a lot that's went into this, and I actually think one of the things I'm worried about that's going to be the hardest is really getting this thing sealed back up again, because we're not going to be able to use the stuff we took off. And I don't have weeks and weeks and weeks to wait for special order trim for RVs and campers. So I think we're going to just, it'll be better probably than what it was from the factory, but it might not look as good, right? So we'll see how we're going to fix everything. Maybe use some aluminum stripping, things like that. And all right, let's rock and roll, guys. All right, so we're starting to I wasn't able to get hold of Lee, so we decided to just go ahead, and I'm not screwing anything or gluing anything. I'm just going ahead and cutting around to put in the pieces that I need around this window to complete the framing. So I mean, you can see, let me zoom this out. So you can see over here, you know, I've got this new piece in, and I've got this new 2x6, and it's nice and support right up under the windows, nice and good. Got to put that little plastic piece back in here. And then I'll run a strip up along the side here, and I'll probably take that all the way up, and then I'll fasten in, and then I may throw just another extra random in here. Alright guys, so it's pretty nasty out. You can hear the thunder. I got little Jax man up under the truck over there. But we got all that stuff cut for up in the front right hand wall, and you can see I have it laid out down here, and it's unfortunately getting wet. I thought I had it in the dry. I don't. I need to move it a little bit. It started raining a little bit harder on us. But anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and start installing this stuff. But before I did, I went ahead and sprayed everything with vinegar. I went ahead and bought some vinegar, and I sprayed everything around the edges, up in the top corners and stuff like that. And then also where we have the aluminum off on the outside and peeled back, I was able to spray up in there. So if there's any mold or anything growing on up in the woods where we can't see, like even on this side behind me in the wall, I was able to spray up in that wall because we have that aluminum off. Where I had like some bad wood rot, I'll probably, I got wood hardener, so once that dries, I'll spray that wood hardener in there, and then I'll use Bondo or some kind of like plastic wood filler or something, and I'll fill that up really nice. And that'll just solidify it and give it back its full original structure. So I'm going to do that pretty much everywhere that I have wood rot. Like I've got some over here where it's sitting on the metal railing, that original 2x4, I think, yeah, 2x4 that's run across. Has some rotted out places, so same thing. I'm gonna dig it out, spray some wood hardener in there, and then I'm gonna fill it. And we'll get some pocket holes made on these little boards, and we'll get the boards put in place and screw them together and try to do what we can with this bad weather today. I swear I'm terrible for recording, but anyways, I got the the plywood, the 1/4-inch plywood that's gonna go on the finished veneer everywhere. I got that shaped in and fit. I just gotta get the window cut out. Let me drop that down and take that back in the shop, and then I will show you guys the framing behind it. Alright guys, so I came in here. I'm getting ready to put this board on, that finished board that goes on here. But I just want to do some, I did some wood filler up here. Got rid of all that wood rot that was in there, and there's a little bit here, and I filled that up with Bondo stuff. So yeah, it's just like Bondo, and I just filled that in nice and smooth, solidified that, and then filled in a little hole here where I was meeting to that old piece that I removed the rod on. So anyways, yeah, now it's like a solid, super solid platform. I'm gonna put in some pink insulation in some of these holes that I bought, and then we'll slap. All right guys, it's been a long day. I'm starving. We gotta clean up, get out of here, head to the house. But as you can see behind me, I've got this piece up here. But overall guys, it looks pretty good. Once I get some trim in here and stuff like that, I think I'll put new wallpaper on that and some trim, and good to go. All right, time to go home. All right. Good morning, everybody. So it's May 17th, 2025. We're gonna head out there, go to Lowe's. I gotta go to Lowe's to get some finish, nails or screws, whatever I decide to use to fasten that plywood. I can't decide if I want aesthetics or structure. I want both, and I'm gonna try to find a middle ground, like a finished screw, where maybe the head is still a little bit. Anyways, guys, let's head to Lowe's. Let's get some stuff. I'll see you guys at the camper. Let's get some work done today. Let's do it. That plywood on. I ended up, I was thinking about doing finished nails for the plywood, but I ended up finding these screws, and the head on the screw, kind of hard to see right now, but they're pretty small. And since I'm doing that 1/4-inch, and then I literally I had this already, so I just used it instead of buying stuff. And I did some research, and you can use it on wood. So, I mean, obviously it says wood and masonry for repairing dents. So, I mean, yeah, that's for repairing dents. But, I mean, structurally, I think it's pretty solid, too. So, use that to fill in. Got some pink insulation. So, anyways, guys, that's pretty much the game plan for this morning. I got a little bit of ceiling to go around the window, put all that together, and then we're going to start cutting the plywood for the floors.